Chosen one, 3 days will change everything. There are moments in life when time feels ordinary. The days pass in routine and change seems far away. But chosen one, I need you to hear me clearly. The next 3 days will not be ordinary. They will carry a weight, a frequency, and a series of alignments that will shift everything. In ways you can see and ways you cannot yet imagine, something in your life is about to be rewritten. This isn't just a turn in the road. It's the opening of a new path. And once it happens, you will look back and say, that was the moment everything started to move. Before we go deeper, I want you to stay with me until the very end of this video. These 3 days are not just a date on the calendar, they are a divine appointment. And your presence here right now is no accident. If your spirit feels this message, comment below your warmest wishes along with the numbers 99 and 777. These numbers are a symbolic declaration, a way of energizing the universe with your intent and opening yourself to the manifestation of those wishes. And make sure you subscribe because this is part of a greater series designed to lift you higher, align your life with purpose, and guide you toward the breakthroughs you've been praying for. Now, listen closely. This is not about waiting passively for something to fall into your lap. The shift coming over the next 3 days is both a gift and a responsibility. The energy is aligning for you to receive new insight, new opportunities, and new strength, but you must be alert enough to recognize them and courageous enough to act when they appear. That means you'll need to be more present than usual. Pay attention to small details. Notice the way conversations unfold. Observe how people respond to you. Look for patterns, symbols, and moments that seem to whisper directly to your soul. 3 days may sound short, but in the language of the universe, it's enough for a lifetime of change to be set into motion. These days will serve as a bridge, from where you've been to where you're meant to go. This bridge might look like unexpected encounters, long-awaited answers, or even a moment of deep personal clarity that changes how you see everything. The point is, you won't walk away the same. You might feel a sense of restlessness or anticipation building inside you. This is your spirit sensing what's ahead. Don't dismiss it. Energy moves before the physical world catches up. That means the shift begins inside you first, in your thoughts, your emotions, your choices, before it shows up in your reality. You can help speed this alignment by being intentional over the next 3 days. Choose your words carefully. Align your actions with the life you want, not the one you're trying to leave behind. There's also a reason this change isn't happening in one day. Transformation that lasts doesn't rush, it unfolds. The first day may feel like a stirring, a subtle awareness that something is different. The second day may bring signs, small confirmations that you're in the right place, doing the right thing. And by the third day, the momentum will be undeniable. You'll feel the shift, you'll see the opening, and you'll know without doubt that a door has been unlocked. But here's the truth. Some of this change will come wrapped in discomfort. Not every divine move feels comfortable in the moment. Sometimes a door closing is the universe's way of preparing you for the right one to open. Sometimes a delay is actually protection. Over these 3 days, you may be asked to let go of something, a habit, a fear, a relationship, an old version of yourself, so you can step into the new space being prepared for you. Pay attention to your intuition during this time. That inner voice will be louder, clearer, and more persistent than usual. It may nudge you to take a chance, reach out to someone, or walk away from something that no longer serves you. Trust it. The mind may hesitate, but the soul always knows. Also, be mindful of how you start each day during this period. Your mornings will set the tone for how you receive what's coming. Begin each day with intention, even if it's just a few moments of stillness, gratitude, or reflection. Let yourself wake up knowing, something is shifting for me today. That single thought will prepare you to notice the changes as they arrive. And don't underestimate the little things. The conversation that leaves you inspired. The chance meeting that feels too aligned to be coincidence. The sudden clarity on a problem you've been stuck on. These are not accidents. They are markers on your path, showing you that you're in the middle of the shift. You may even feel moments of doubt during these 3 days. That's natural. It's your old reality trying to hold on. But remember, doubt is not a stop sign. It's just an echo from the past. Keep moving forward. Keep showing up. Keep acting as though the change is already happening, because it is. At the end of these 3 days, you may not have every answer, but you will have direction. And once you have direction, the rest will begin to unfold naturally. This isn't the end of your journey. It's the ignition. A turning point that will lead you into a season of clarity, alignment, and overflow. So, chosen one, prepare yourself, be alert, walk with intention, protect your energy, and trust that the next 3 days have been marked for your transformation. Something is coming, and it will change everything. Chosen one, if you've made it this far, it means your spirit is listening on a level deeper than words. You're not here for entertainment, you're here for confirmation. And that confirmation is this. These 3 days are not a random block of time. They are part of a divine sequence. When the universe aligns events in patterns, it's never by accident. It's an invitation, a signal that the energy is shifting and you are in position to receive what's meant for you. But receiving in this season is not a passive act. The changes coming in these 3 days will require your attention and your participation. Think of this as a sacred appointment, and you are the one expected to show up ready. That readiness isn't about perfection. It's about openness. It's about allowing yourself to be in the right place, in the right frame of mind, at the right time. One of the most important things you can do during this time is to stay fully present. We live in a world that thrives on distraction, endless noise, constant scrolling, and 1,000 ways to avoid stillness. But over these 3 days, stillness will be your advantage. It's in the still moments that you will notice the subtle shifts. A word spoken in passing that feels like it's meant for you. A sudden thought that seems to come out of nowhere but brings clarity. The pull to take a different route or make a different choice than usual. These are signals. They are the universe's way of speaking directly to you. You might even notice your senses feel heightened. Colors seem brighter. You hear things more clearly, or you feel emotions more intensely. This is because you are energetically more in tune right now. Your awareness is expanding to match the frequency of what's coming. Don't ignore these sensations. Lean into them. Ask yourself, why am I noticing this right now? Often, the answer will be a step toward the change you've been waiting for. Another key to navigating these 3 days is to manage your energy. Not every situation deserves your reaction, and not every person deserves access to your mental space right now. Protect your boundaries. If someone's words, actions, or energy pull you into doubt, fear, or negativity, step back. This is not the time to drain yourself trying to convince others of your vision. Your transformation is between you and the divine. It doesn't require anyone else's approval. Be mindful also of your words during this period. Words carry energy, and what you speak during a time of heightened alignment can plant seeds faster than you realize. Speak intentionally. Even in casual conversation, avoid speaking defeat or limitation over yourself. Replace phrases like "I can't" or "I'm stuck" with "I'm making progress" or "the right path is opening for me." The universe responds to the vibration of your declarations. And yes, there will be moments where it feels like nothing is happening. This is where most people miss their breakthrough, in the silence. They assume the lack of movement means the lack of progress. But chosen one, silence is often where the most important shifts occur. A seed doesn't sprout the moment it's planted. There's an invisible process happening underground. Just because you can't see the change yet doesn't mean it isn't happening. The first of these 3 days may feel like a stirring. You might sense an internal nudge to prepare, to reflect, or to adjust something in your environment. Follow that instinct. The second day may bring encounters or moments that feel too aligned to be coincidence. Pay attention to those. And the third day, that's when momentum takes form. The energy will feel different, like a door quietly opening in the background of your life. You may not even realize how much shifted until you look back weeks or months later and trace it back to these exact days. Over the course of this short but powerful window, you are being asked to trust your own readiness. No more questioning whether you're qualified for the opportunities that come. No more wondering if you deserve the blessing. If it arrives in your life during this time, it's because you are ready for it. The universe doesn't waste its resources. It invests in those who are prepared to carry what they're given. And here's something important. These changes may not be loud. You may not get a dramatic, cinematic sign. Sometimes transformation begins quietly, in the form of a choice, a new habit, a conversation, a moment of realization. That doesn't make it any less powerful. In fact, the quieter the shift, the more deeply it tends to root into your life. Chosen one, I want you to see these 3 days as a personal ceremony. You are stepping into a symbolic passage, and each moment is part of the ritual. Be deliberate with your thoughts, mindful with your actions, and present in your surroundings. Carry yourself as if you are walking into the chapter you've been waiting for, because you are. At the end of this window, you may not have the full picture yet, but you will feel lighter, clearer, and more certain. You will have evidence, even if it's small, that the universe has heard you and is responding. That knowing will be the fuel you need to keep moving forward with faith and intention. Chosen one, by now you understand these 3 days are not just days. They are a portal. And when a portal opens, everything connected to your purpose starts to rearrange itself so you can step through. The next phase of your life is not something you stumble into. It's something you walk into with awareness, courage, and trust. That's why these days matter so much. In this short but potent window, the energy around you is more fluid. It's easier to shift, it's easier to create, it's easier to let go of what doesn't belong. But here's the truth, the universe will not force you through this door. It will open it, quietly, unmistakably. But it's you who must step forward. And to do that, you need to keep your spirit awake and your focus sharp. Many people miss moments like this because they're looking for grand, cinematic events. But divine timing often moves like a whisper, not a shout. You might feel it in the way someone speaks to you. You might see it in the way a situation suddenly clears up after months of confusion. You might notice it in a single moment of deep peace, where everything feels aligned for no apparent reason. That's how subtle and powerful alignment can be. During these days, your intuition will speak more frequently and with more precision. You might think of someone out of the blue and then they contact you. You might feel drawn to a place you don't usually go and end up meeting someone who changes your trajectory. You might receive information, ideas, or clarity in dreams that feel more vivid than usual. None of this is random. This is the universe orchestrating threads in real time. This is also a period to notice where resistance shows up. If something feels unusually heavy, difficult, or draining. During these 3 days, it's worth asking yourself if it's truly meant to go with you into this next season. Sometimes the clearest guidance you'll get is not in what flows easily, but in what suddenly feels like it no longer fits. Letting go of the wrong thing creates space for the right thing to appear. You might also find that certain truths about yourself become impossible to ignore during this window. The universe has a way of holding up a mirror when you're on the edge of transformation. You may see clearly where you've been giving too much, holding back, or avoiding your own growth. This isn't to discourage you, it's to empower you. The faster you acknowledge these truths, the faster you align with the opportunities that match your real self. There's also something important about the emotional shifts you'll feel now. Old fears may try to resurface, not because you're going backwards, but because you're about to level up. Fear often makes its loudest noise right before a breakthrough. That's the moment to stand firm. Remember, you've already survived situations that would have broken you before. You've proven your resilience. You've proven your commitment to growth. Fear has nothing new to say to you now. The first day may have brought awareness. The second day may bring alignment, the right people, moments, and signs appearing in front of you. By the third day, you may feel an internal click. That is the sound of doors opening in the unseen. It's the energetic confirmation that you have stepped into a new frequency, one that will carry you forward even after this window closes. From there, the changes may unfold gradually or suddenly, but they will continue. The point of these 3 days is not that everything finishes, it's that everything begins. The new chapter starts here. The deeper relationships, the more aligned opportunities, the sense of purpose that feels undeniable. All of it will find its roots in this period. So walk through these days as if you are already living in the outcome. Move with the confidence of someone who knows the universe is working in their favor. Protect your focus, speak with intention. Take inspired action without hesitation. The more you align with the flow now, the more the momentum will carry you after the 3 days are complete. Chosen one, you're not waiting for change anymore, you are inside it. And when these 3 days pass, you will see, maybe not all at once, but with growing clarity, that this was the moment everything started shifting in your favor. Chosen one, as you move deeper into this divine 3-day window, the changes you're feeling may not always be visible on the surface, but they are building beneath it. The universe often works like the tide. At first, the shift is subtle, barely noticeable, but then it gathers force until it's undeniable. Right now, that invisible current is carrying you toward a new shore, one that your soul has been longing for. This is why you might feel moments of unease alongside excitement. Transformation often comes with mixed emotions. Part of you is ready to run forward, and part of you is still holding on to what's familiar. But you must remember, familiarity is not the same as safety. Comfort zones can quietly become cages if you refuse to step out of them. These 3 days are your key, and it's up to you whether you use it to unlock something greater. Look closely at your life during this time. Which doors are opening effortlessly? Which ones feel like they're closing no matter how much you push? Don't ignore these patterns. The universe is simplifying your path, removing distractions and making it clear where your energy is best invested. It's not punishment when something is taken away now. It's precision. This period is about alignment, and alignment means saying no to what doesn't fit your next chapter. Over these days, your intuition will be sharper than usual, but so will the temptation to dismiss it. Your mind will want logical explanations, but your spirit will offer you direction before your mind can process it. Trust that first inner nudge. If you feel drawn to make a call, attend a meeting, take a different route, or start a conversation, follow it. What seems like a small decision could be the exact step that activates the larger shift you've been waiting for. It's also important to take note of your emotional landscape right now. How you respond to situations during these 3 days will either accelerate or slow the momentum. If fear shows up, meet it with calm certainty. If doubt whispers, answer with gratitude for the changes already in motion. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to act from belief rather than reaction. Something else to understand is that breakthroughs often require space. If you've been carrying too much, too many obligations, too many expectations from others, too much emotional weight, this window may bring situations that force you to release them. Don't cling. Letting go is not losing, it's making room, and every ounce of space you create now will be filled with something better than what you released. By this point in the 3-day sequence, signs of alignment may be more obvious. The right words may come at the perfect moment. Opportunities may present themselves without you chasing them. Old problems may suddenly resolve, or you may see solutions that were invisible before. These are confirmations. The shift is happening. You may also notice that people around you react differently. Some may be drawn to your energy, sensing the quiet power you're carrying. Others may seem distant, unsure of how to respond to your growth. Both are natural. Remember, your transformation isn't meant for everyone to understand. It's meant for you to live. As this 3-day period nears its final stage, prepare yourself for the click, that inner recognition that something has shifted permanently. It might arrive as a deep breath that feels lighter than any you've taken in months. It might show up as a conversation that changes your perspective, or it might come as a sudden wave of peace, as if your soul finally knows it's standing on solid ground again. The important thing is to anchor this energy. Once the 3 days pass, keep moving as if the change is still unfolding, because it will be. This period is not the end of your transformation, it's the ignition point. The next weeks and months will reveal the full scope of what began here. But if you hold on to the clarity, the intention, and the trust you've practiced during this time, you'll ride this wave all the way into your next chapter without losing momentum. Chosen one, these days are not simply passing by. They are passing through you, leaving you renewed, refined, and ready for what's next. The next time you look back, you'll remember this window as the moment the air felt different. The ground felt steadier, and the future felt closer. Chosen one, as you step into the final moments of this 3-day window, you need to understand something powerful. The change has already begun. You may not see the full picture yet, but the foundation has been laid. The vibrations you've aligned with, the choices you've made, and the awareness you've carried over these days have already set forces in motion that cannot be undone. You might feel a subtle but unshakable calm inside you. That is the sign. It's the confirmation that you've crossed an invisible threshold. Even if the outside world still looks the same, you're not the same person who stood at the beginning of this window. You've shifted internally, and internal shifts always manifest externally. It's only a matter of time. This is the point where many people lose momentum, thinking the special days are over. But for you, this is just the start. The 3 days were never meant to hold all the change. They were meant to ignite it. The days ahead will carry the echoes of what you've set in motion here. Conversations, opportunities, resources, and clarity will start to arrive as a result of the alignment you've anchored. It's important now to protect what you've gained. This energy is still tender, like a new seed breaking the surface of the soil. You wouldn't expose a young plant to storms, and the same applies here. Be selective with who you share your plans with. Move in quiet confidence. Not everyone will understand what's happening in your life, and that's fine. Their understanding isn't required for your breakthrough to continue unfolding. As you carry this momentum forward, stay committed to the habits, thoughts, and boundaries you practiced during this time. Keep choosing presence over distraction. Keep listening for the quiet inner voice that guided you here. Keep acting on the small nudges, because often the smallest steps will lead to the biggest doors. Also, reflect on what has shifted inside you over these days. What have you released? What new truths have you accepted about yourself? What fears have you seen through and decided to stop feeding? These internal victories are worth more than anything you could measure in numbers or possessions, because they are the roots of the life you're about to grow into. And don't be surprised if, in the days and weeks to come, you start to notice the universe sending you little confirmations, repeating numbers, aligned conversations, unexpected blessings. These are not coincidences. They're signals that you are still in the flow you tapped into during this 3-day portal. Keep acknowledging them. Gratitude amplifies momentum. When you look back months from now, you'll realize these 3 days weren't just interesting. They were pivotal. The choices you made here, the way you carried yourself here, the awareness you held here, these will have ripple effects far beyond what you can see today. Chosen one, you've walked through this sacred window with courage and intention. You've said yes to alignment and no to distractions. You've trusted the unseen enough to stay present when it mattered most. And now you get to live in the unfolding of what you've activated. From this point forward, carry yourself as someone who has already stepped into the change they were waiting for. No more hoping, no more doubting. You've crossed over. The shift is real. The path is clear, and your next chapter has already begun. The 3 days have passed, but their power will follow you. These 3 days are not just time on a calendar. They are a countdown to a moment that will blow your heart wide open. You will feel it in your chest before you see it with your eyes. A sudden wave of peace will replace years of heaviness. Something you thought would take months will fall into place in hours. It might be a message you've been waiting for, a door you thought was closed, swinging open, or an opportunity so aligned it feels like it was written for you before you were even born. Your heart will recognize it instantly. Not because it's shocking, but because it's the confirmation of what your soul always knew was coming. When it arrives, you'll understand why you had to wait, why you had to prepare, and why it had to happen now. 3 days, chosen one, and your heart will never forget them. I open my heart to the transformation you've set in motion. In these 3 days, align my steps, sharpen my vision, and fill me with courage to act. Remove all fear, doubt, and distraction, and replace them with peace, clarity, and faith. Let the blessings written for me find their way swiftly into my life, and let my heart overflow with gratitude as I step into this new chapter. Amen.